Week 7 action fittingly kicked off on Good Friday with the Easter Bunnies taking on the Doggies in a match dubbed the Reynolds Bowl, with Adam mustache like Burt Reynolds taking on his unofficial brother from another mother, Josh Make It Reynolds. Early first half action was dominated by Adam Purple Reynolds as the Bunnies took the early lead. But then the Doggies began to run off the leash with an injection of Matt WWE Frawley late in the first half. Ultimately, it was Adam "I Miss Debbie" Reynolds who kicked a buzzer-beating drop goal for the second week in a row. Souths rejoice, the fans go crazy, but oh wait, it was only half time. Ultimately, it would be Josh "We Want to Be" Ryan Reynolds who burrowed through Bunnies defenders to steal a try and continue the resurrection on Easter weekend. Souths put up a second half Easter egg. Bulldogs 24, Rabbitohs 9. The second game in the Good Friday extravaganza saw the Knights host the Roosters. The teams were as contrasting as night and day. Newcastle continued to make a strong case as to why promotion relegation needs to be introduced into the NRL. Gosh, if I had $1 for every time Gasnier mentioned how spirited the Knights players are, I'd have enough money to buy one of those 23,000 empty seats at the McDonald Jones Stadium. Even though Jake had me as a Facebook friend started from the bench, the Roosters were too big and too fast for the Newcastle under-15s. Luke, not through puberty, get me some Kerry Sill, and his halves partner tore the Knights a new one. After last week's crucifixion, the Bondi Wall has arisen. Roosters 24, the Knights 6. The Titans visited the Broncos to finish off our Friday night extravaganza. This Queensland derby has been one-sided of late, like watching seesaw with a skinny kid and a fat person. However, the Titans came to play. At first, it was a spectacular runaway try by Anthony Hussein Don, and then Ryan LeBron James crossing over to extend the lead. But it didn't take long for Jimmy the Jet to engage combat as he attacked South Queensland, knocking defenders over like stationary buildings. The exceptional football skills of Anthony Ronaldo in reply allowed him to cross the ball to Chris slower than a Greb's mule for a brilliant goal. Oh, wait, try. Jared Where's Wallace showed up against his old team, but it was Kane, bacterial algae's brain explosion, and a charge down by Matt Gillette, the best a man can get, that helped the Broncos win in a close shave. Big Brother is still watching, Gold Coast, watching and laughing. Broncos 24, the Titans 22. Kicking off Super Saturday, we saw the Melbourne Storm travel to Lotto Land, looking to bounce back from their loss to Cronulla. Billy Goat Slater was tactically perfect like 0 dark 30, and at one stage of this game it looked like it was going to be Manly 0 dark purple 30. But the Seagulls' luck would turn around as a flurry of tries to Frank "All I Do Is Win" to Stein, and Georgie Porgy Tafua got them back in the game. It didn't last long as Billy Slater Claus handed out a couple of early Christmas presents in the form of try assists to Felice Navidad Kafusi, a couple of early second half tries to Brian Ned Kelly and Brenton now I'm thinking about Jennifer Lawrence, had the Seagulls' momentum flying above the Storm, but soon found turbulence as the Storm forced several dropouts in that final stanza. The Manly boys would again drop the points at home. Storm 30, Sea Eagles 26. For the second Saturday game, the action headed inland to the ACT in an effort to determine if one of these teams is just an act. After all, they say white man can't jump. Well, Ryan the Hasselhoffman disagrees as he left defenders beached and scored between the flags. The Warriors look to have scored again when Roger Tuivasa, if you see the painted sign on the side of the road that says 15 miles to the love shack, was denied by a Try-Saver of the Year nominee, Jared Croker, produced a G.I. Joe live play at the GIO Stadium. The second half belonged to the Green Machine. Everyone in the NRL knows, though, that BJ Boom Boom Boom, I can hear say Leilua, is the toughest proposition for any defense in the NRL. The Warriors lack the steel to mount a comeback. In this one, the Raiders 20, Warriors 8. The late game on Saturday saw the Cowboys take on the Dragons at Wynn Stadium. The early running went to the Dragons in this one, as then Old MacDonald had a try. T-R-Y. This was quickly answered by Gideon Giller. Have you met Ted Mosby, who could not care less about how you met your mother? Kyle definitely felt out of place as Gareth Widdop and Kurt Burning Man had their way with the Cowboys defense in the first 40. The Cowboys fixed their saloon door defense in the second half, but it was all too late as the Dragons protected their perch at the top of the NRL ladder. This was a game of two halves. The two halves were Widdop and the Crown. Dragons 28, the Cowboys 22. Sunday afternoon football saw the Sharkies travel to the foot of the mountains. Talk about one-sided, just like Penrith on Sunday. I'm going to make 2 quick points. The Easter traffic is congested around Pepper Stadium. It was one-way traffic all afternoon. They say defense wins championships, and so do I. In fact, I said last week when the Scary Fish held Melbourne to 2 meters by the gallon. Turn back the clock again. Valentine, make yourself at home. Provided all the bite they needed from the back. And I tell you what, everybody's heard about Jack Bird. I said a bird. A bird is the word. I bet a bird. A bird is the word. Thankfully, Jack 20 Bird silenced the critics with a try for the Shire faithful. Pungent performance by the Penrith Panthers. Sharks 28, Panthers 2. Closing out Week 7 on Easter Monday was Ivan's Tigers taking on the Parramatta Eel Good. Like kids at an arcade, the Eels continually fed coins into the Tigers' pinball machine and let James, I'll sleep when I'm Tedesco, bounce around, lighting up every corner of ANZ Stadium. High score! Mitchell Moses was in fine form early, but may have played his last game for the Tigers. He's semi-Tiger, he's semi-Eel, but he is no semi-Radradra, who finally got back from an extended vacation to score the match winner. It was a late point-scoring blitz led by Corey and Kirasomi that helped Para sail to victory. Over and out, folks. Eels 26, Tigers 22.